Alrighty, so moving along with our development process, and this video will focus on step 2 of creating the Spring Boot Starter project. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move into our web browser, and let's visit the website start.spring.io. Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and move down here and I'll start adding some project metadata. So for the actual group name, I'll call it com.love2code. And for the artifact ID, I'll use Spring Boot e-commerce. I'll expand the options here. So I'll simply update the description here for this project. And I'll also update the project name. So simply .ecommerce. So com.love2code.ecommerce. So just a quick checkpoint. So make sure you have these values here for your project metadata. And then for the Java version, I'm using Java 13. I'll select that option, but the Java versions change over time, so simply choose the Java version that works for your system. And so now we'll add the dependencies here. So I'll enter JPA for Spring Data JPA. I'll add support for the REST repositories. And I'll also add support for the MySQL database driver. And then finally, we'll add support for Lombok, that new modern development project for minimizing the boilerplate code for generating all those getters and setters for you automatically. All right, so just a checkpoint here over on the right-hand side. So make sure you have Spring Data JPA, REST repositories, MySQL driver, and Lombok. All right, so we can go ahead and generate this project. And then that's downloaded to your file system. So let's swing over to our folder here. Let's move into that downloads directory. There's that Spring e-commerce zip file that was just generated. Let's unzip it. And then before I move it over, one thing I want to do in my e-commerce project folder is I want to create this new folder for the backend. So I'll create a new folder called O2 Backend. And so I'll move into the folder backend, and I'll simply move our Spring Boot e-commerce into the backend folder. So just stepping back a bit so you can see the layout of the folders. Okay, so this looks good so far.